Okay, we're going to start this video out here by this beautiful C10 we built. Recently we put the doors together and we had a lot of problems. We put the vent window in 3 times to get the window sequence in. You've got to put the door together in a certain sequence. If you don't do it that way, you'll be taking it apart 2 or 3 times. So we're going to show you this door right here on this 81. We'll show you the complete assembly from bare shell to complete door. The only thing is this chrome bezel came in late. That won't be in the video, but basically give you a complete overview of how to put this door together, how the link rods work inside, what hardware goes where, and the order to put every single piece in so you do it once, not 3 times. So before we get into assembly, let's go over some components of the door you're going to need and get familiar with it. The first thing I want to go over on this door, you can see the door is pretty bare. We already converted it from a power to a manual regulator. That's literally these 4 bolts. You just slide it through the big hole there, no big deal. You can see it was a power door based on these clips that are still here, where the wiring would have went to the door lock actuator and the power window motor. We'll pull these off so they don't rattle going down the road. But other than that, we put the mirror on. You can see that's a pretty crude installation from Chevrolet. One thing to pay attention to is piece of metal right here from your inside skin to your outside skin. Make sure that's connected. We had a couple that weren't. If you don't have that good connection there, this door will rattle like crazy. Second thing is a good light. I love these little Harbor Freight lights. They go in there, they really brighten it up. You can see our new door lock cylinder there. It's not attached to this rod yet. This is how you lock the door. That is unlocked, pushed back like that. That is locked. You can also see this rod right here. It goes up to your little ferrule. You can watch that. So that's good to know. We may have to pull this back out to get that clip and a little lever on there. Another good thing to note here is this one has the plastic clips where you just snap the clip over like that and pull the rod out. I love these. Compared to the metal rods, that they are a nightmare of the earlier trucks. The exterior mechanism is held in with these 3 screws, no big deal. Got a body plug there. Normally we replace that during paint. We elected to just leave that there. This one did get a screw kit and a carpet at the bottom here, only because somebody cut big nasty holes in the door for speakers, and we didn't want that. So when you don't have power windows, you don't have the rubber boot here to run wires through. You can see this was a power window door. So basically, a few things you need to do if you want to go from power to manual and back. But anyway, this video is about how to assemble this door. You'll also notice these 2 screws here. There's a large rectangular bracket that goes here. I think I have these over here hidden away. Yes, this bracket right here, and they're labeled. If I'm pretty sure they're oh yeah, there we go, right hand. So whoop, there you go. This is a right hand piece. So if you install this on the left hand door over there, your screw holes for your armrest will be off. I take this off because this thing cuts me every time I touch it. So I'll put this right there, and when I'm ready at the very end of assembling this door, right before the door panel goes on, I'll bolt that on. I like to leave the screws there so they don't get lost, because they are a special little bolt with a washer built in. Those bolts are used here on the armrest support. They are used to hold the lever in for the inside. They're also the same bolts used here. So you find those on the floor, pick them up, you'll need them. Our door panel, little screw captures, those things just slide in like so. They fall out over time. I have plenty of those. What else are you gonna need? I think that's about it. Vent window assembly, which we will have a video on how to completely restore these. We did ours ourselves. We have the door
thingy.
Interior door. You got me calling it a thingy. Door
handle.
Door handle, there you go.
Door handle.
Then you got the window track. You got the window rubber that holds the window in the window track. Rear door track, lock rod, rubber thing behind the manual crank. If you got power windows and power door locks, you won't have any of that. Armrest support, outer dew wipe, door run channel gasket, and then unfortunately, the vent window takes these special little washers that if you don't have these, you're gonna have to order them, or you're gonna have to restore ours real quick. We also have this one special nut with the large washer goes at the back of the door. We'll show you right where that is. For the rear window channel, it goes there. The rest of them are like this. So as long as you got all your hardware.
See?
Same.
Same. That's what I said.
God, you're killing me.
We are measuring the rubber that's going to go in here and around the glass. Just a little bit of an overhang. Measure it down. A little overhang there, and
there you go. Oh, you want me to cut?
these tees. Don't cut my thumb. Ah!
Look at all the extra. Take the rubber, and you're going to end up trimming the rubber, so it really doesn't matter. You just need it kind of over the edge. Like so. It's really hard to do by yourself. Then you need, so that thing has to, the wheel opening right there in the center has to be towards the passenger compartment. This is the outside.
Hold on.
Yep, like that. How are you center-wise?
Good. Oh, not anymore.
Well, I'm clear off the edge, so okay, pull the rubber. There we go. We're halfway there. Once you've got the window channel beaten onto the window, the next step would be to trim this off with a sharp razor blade, because if you leave this on, when the window rolls up, this will hit your dew wipe and not let the window go all the way up. So we need to get a sharp razor blade, trim that off nice and flush. We're not sponsored by Rain-X. Hide the label.
Hide the label. Not sponsored.
Unless you're from Rain-X and you want to sponsor us, just give
Then
us
we're
a
all
call.
about it. Rain-X is awesome.
Don't cut your finger. Is it working?
I wasn't sure at first, but yes.
You can't cut the glass. It's not a diamond razor blade.
You never know.
I do. I didn't pay for it.
And done.
Alright, so take the grease.
Thought you didn't like grease.
It's really not grease. And paint it inside this track. Not enough that it goes everywhere, just enough that it lubes up the window.
Lubing up the window.
You're singing a copyrighted song again.
I don't think that's a song. That's
All right, when your window track is on correctly, you'll see this area right here. That is how you get it on the regulator, whether you have a power or manual regulator. Down here, whoop, you can see, well, maybe you can see. All right, so down in here, it's really hard for the camera to see it, but you've got a roller there and a roller there. As you roll up the window, those rollers are going to get farther apart. You'll have to slide the window in on one roller, then on the other. It's kind of a tricky process, but you'll get the idea when you're doing it yourself.
Dog and I are busy.
Oh yeah, you're bonding.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't remember
How we put it in?
Yeah, I put it in like
Weirdly.
this, and then rotate it.
Without hitting the paint.
Oh. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Okay. So maybe it comes in from here.
Yeah, let's go with that.
It goes. Oh yeah, there you go.
Much better.
You don't care about the paint on the inside of the door.
No.
Oh, there we go.
But we definitely do on the outside. And up there.
Kind of a pain to force into place. I'm holding it so it can't fall. You're probably gonna have to manipulate it by the arm that's stuck on something.
You put something there for me to trip over. Well, technically it's right where it's supposed to go down here.
Okay. So then it's just forcing it in. There we go.
Like, good. It's great.
All right, so start that bolt. Keep it loose. I've got the special washers and hardware. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's kind of where it goes. So here at the top, you can use a scribe and find the hole and pull your vent window over, like so, and then it should be a panhead washer screw.
I don't think it's over far enough.
It's right there. Force it.
I will see what I can do.
I like you have the world's shortest screwdriver. Oh, and you're gonna scratch the fresh paint. So now that the screw is in without scratching the door.
It did scratch it.
We'll move on to the run channel.
Okay, next you're gonna put in the run channel rubber.
Right.
Something like that. Pretty self-explanatory the way it goes in.
It's got the clip here in the corner that goes up inside the window frame, and then it's perforated at the back where it goes round, and it's got a locating pin here. All that's up inside the door there.
And you need this fancy little tool to push it in.
The back side of this rubber has this. You can see that channel there on the end. That's what you're locking into the back of this frame. So you got to push it in kind of straight. When you push it, you're pushing into each back corner inside there. It's not much room. There you go.
What?
Is there already a broken off one in there still? Yeah, hang on, I gotta get it. Whoever took it apart, you.
I feel like it was you. Oops. Blinded by the light up there.
Did you just say blinded by the light?
Yeah.
You can't sing, it's copyright.
You're gonna like take it all out anyway.
Okay, so at this point, you're probably getting pretty frustrated. You've been fighting it for an hour or so, but you're almost in the clear. You've got your window in the channel, in the rollers of the regulator. You've got your vent window in. You've got your window run channel rubber installed best you can. The window really sets that where it goes. Now you want to roll your window up, making sure it goes into the channels front and rear. You're probably gonna have to help it a lot these first few times. If you got any clear spray silicone, that's a great time to use that. And you can also help at the bottom here by pushing it up. Really force it in there. All right, so now your window is up and in the door. Woohoo! However, you're not done. Now you've got to put the piece of channel in the back that forces the window to slide forward as it goes down and stay in this wing channel. So that's the last piece, and it's actually not that bad.
Rear window channel.
Yep.
Should go in this way. Probably
Yeah,
easier.
that bracket there goes way up here. So you got to get it in and manipulate it. You'll probably need a light.
Light would help. Light would help.
I don't want to blind you, so there you go. And then once you get the thing up here, I'll grab it with this bolt. There we go.
So all you have to do is put your hands at an awkward angle, whole body, stand on your tiptoe.
And winkle your nose.
It should go right in.
And that one should go there. And we'll tighten up this one. Then we got to reach in there and press the rubber into the channel.
Okay.
Probably need a light. Hey.
Huh?
No.
Clean your window because it's gonna be dirty as stuff.
Dirty as stuff.
Well, I was gonna say what I normally say, but then I figured you're like, it's a family channel.
Once you press the rubber into the channel, you can roll the window down.
Hopefully.
It's going to be stiff at first as it pushes the rubber where it needs to go. Look at that.
I feel like that was way too easy.
Does it go? Well, you don't have any of the other parts in yet. So.
Oh, that's right. I was like,
All right, now you're ready to put the outside dew strip on here.
do
Wipe.
do.
Where is it?
I don't know here.
Oh, it's over here.
Hang on,
I got it. Camera's about to die.
What's new? Okay, so we got to put this in now super carefully so we don't scratch the paint with the clips that are on this side. We all know how I am with gentle.
Yeah, you're probably gonna break it. You gotta be above all of them and put them all in at once. Or
It
they
doesn't
won't.
fit.
Yes, it does. Gotta kind of angle it towards the inside. When all the clips are started, then you just go click and it pops right in.
Click just like that.
Window's gonna hold it in place, but when you're doing your body work, don't forget to, if you distorted those slots when you remove this, don't forget to use a hammer and dolly and flatten those out. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems like we just had. So the outer door wipe is installed. The window. Why is the window not in the channel?
This is not a problem. Oh,
Okay, something is wrong. It shouldn't be able to come out. If it's in back there, it shouldn't be able to come out up here. Do you want to tell them or do you want me to tell them?
so
Addendum.
addendum, slight adjustment, wrong hole.
Yeah,
Not this one.
that's,
This one. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think it can see us.
oh.
Not this hole.
These are for the door lock actuator if you have power door locks. It's this one.
Yeah, our bad.
That's why it was so easy to roll down.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is
All right.
too easy. Oh, see,
So
that
see
was
that
good.
rear channel is at an angle and it pushes the window forward as it comes down to stay in this channel.
Yeah, we sound super smart now.
And keep in mind, it's going to be hard to roll up and down at first.
You can't see your face.
Well, nobody wants to see my
Door, face.
How do we get further back?
Well, that could help too. We're gonna get our shit together, I promise. Hold on.
It's only 2 years. So, some spray silicone will really help if you have to get some inside there. Even WD-40, anything to get this to work. And then after heat cycles out in the sun once or twice, this will all be set where it goes. But you can count on it being a little stiff at first.
If it's not, it's wrong.
Yeah, right. Now, we're not ready to put the door panel on.
Why not?
Because we have no interior door handle, we have no lock rod, we have no lock actuator lever.
Well, if we didn't do it backwards, it wouldn't be us.
Right. So we're gonna work from the outside in. We're gonna do the lock actuator first.
Stop playing with your toys.
I'll never stop playing with my toys. Okay,
You gonna talk to us?
I am. Okay, like I said, we're working from the outside of the door in. So, lock cylinders. We got new ones from LMC. On a Chevrolet, not like a Mopar, the key goes in straight up and down. So I like to fall and trip over everything around me. I like to mark the top of the cylinder. That way, when I'm messing with it, I know that's the top. These, you're gonna need these, reuse or buy them from LMC. This is the lock lever that actually rotates when you turn the key, like so. That's what actually unlocks and locks the door on the inside. And then you've got these little special clips that clip and hold this on. So slide your gasket on first so you don't distort it. There's a little keyway there that slides this on, only goes on one way. And then your lovely assistant will come help you clip the lock clip on.
If you're lucky.
Well, I only have two hands, so...
And the lock clippy
This is what it looks like when it's right.
thing is on.
So you'll know it's right because your key goes in.
And you have to make the sound effects while you do it.
If it doesn't fit in this door, I swear to God.
I know, you're taking it apart, not me.
So that's up. It's gotta go in the slot on the inside. Okay, when you've got it done correctly, it looks like that. Lock, unlock. Good, good, good. The next piece to the puzzle is the lock rod. The 90-degree bent end goes into the lock mechanism. These are right and left specific, so make sure you got the right one. It's gonna go in just like that. And yeah, you wanna hold it for me so I can guide it.
All right, now you can see this door handle thingy attaches to that thingy back there.
You can't see.
No, not at all. Hold on. Okay. Flick the door handle thingy.
This one?
See?
What? Just keep it there? This is what happens when you hit the outside.
Really didn't
What
do
a
a whole lot.
complicated mechanism.
See?
You gotta put the mount on for the door armrest too.
Snug as a bug.
Now's a good time to go wash your hands because you've touched all this nasty stuff and now you're gonna put your pretty door panel on.
Yeah.
So let's take 5,
Okay.
wash all this goo off and then move on.
Okay.
Okay, so in preparation for the door panel, you're gonna need your armrest support, which bolts on. You're also gonna need to make sure you have this little clip right here on the door handle because your bezel screws on there. So we get this installed. Very simple. We already pre-fit our door panel by drilling the holes. They come scored. in the back. I don't know if you can see that in the light there, but let me see. Boop. They have the squares if you've got power windows and power door locks. We just have manuals, so we drilled that out like so. The door is unlocked. There we go.
Okay. Ordered.
It won't be that hard if you ensure that your freaking door is unlocked. Now the screw holes for the armrest line up. Now you're ready for your door handle. Once you've got everything set up, got these little washers. You can get these anywhere in the help section at AutoZone or what have you. When you put your little clip on, make sure your clip's openings point towards the end of the handle that doesn't have the lever. That way you can put the tool in there and pop it back off if you ever need to get in there. You know, when I'm cruising around with my windows up, I like my door handle down there, but it's personal preference, wherever you want it. Usually if you put it down there when you're got the window all the way down, it'll be about right here or something. It's super easy.
Looks like it. Probably be easier when the door's actually
It's
solid.
It takes a while. It takes, don't freak out when the door's really hard to roll up and down at first. It's gonna be that way until that rubber gets seated. Again, silicone spray or WD-40 will really help out. Right. So now we are down to just the 4 screws along the bottom and the reinforcement screw here at the back of the armrest. Unfortunately, we don't have the chrome bezel. It was back ordered from LMC. We're gonna order that here shortly. And basically that completes the entire door assembly. It can be very confusing, very tricky. So as long as you put it in those orders, glass in the track, wing window, window run channel, set glass, rear channel, you'll be fine. I have faith in you. So far up to this point, the video has been about how to assemble the C10 square body door. So now you've got your door all assembled, you should be good to go there. I wanted to take a minute and explain how the door mechanism works and why I feel you should replace them every time. Don't even try to fix them. But if you've got a sticky door, this is how the door mechanism works. So you can troubleshoot, and at least I've had to cut a door panel off to climb in to open a door, and you'll know exactly what part you gotta like flip the little lever there to get the door open, which is half the battle sometimes, especially with a bench seat in the way and a door panel. So here's some troubleshooting tips, and here is how the mechanism works. You're gonna wanna skip over this in your restoration. You're not gonna wanna replace these because they're like 56 bucks a piece plus shipping. They're a pain in the ass to get in and out. Well, I'm gonna tell you why you need to take a minute and restore these. Actually, I don't even want you to restore them. I want you to replace them. So we thought we were just gonna restore ours, make them look pretty. Nobody can ever see them right anyway. All you can see is this little spot right here when they're installed. Well, what happens when you put these in the media blaster is you fill up all these little mechanisms that move. Everything in here moves. There's all kinds of levers. Then they lock up, like ours did. On our fully restored truck, we had to basically rip the door apart to get inside, just to get it open. So I highly recommend replacing these. But I wanted to tell you there's a few differences in them. So this is a 1981 unit. This is a 1987 unit. And by 87, they'd figured it out. Instead of fighting these little plastic clips that you have to get a scribe in and the rod's all falling out, by 1987, and I think it was 84 really, but by 87, they had these little plastic clips. You just slide your rod in and click, and you're done. It's way nicer than fighting these clips. However, the push button on the outer door handle right here, the rod that connects to that connects right here and still has a metal clip. And it's the hardest one. It's the one you got to put on first when you do the door, like in our video. So just keep that in mind. Just go ahead and buy them. Buy 87 models. They'll fit all the way back. You're going to save yourself a hell of a headache. Now let's go over what is happening in here in case you got one that don't work and you want to try to fix it. We're going to use the 87 model out of pure simplicity. So again, all you can see is this piece. You can see this one is closed. The striker would be locked in there. So to get that to release, we have to pull on that mechanism right there. That mechanism right there is what you need to reach in and move if your door is locked up and you can't get it open. You can see without that, that will not move. And even pulling on these doesn't open it. So you pull that lever right there and you can completely open it to get your door open if you're locked shut. That's one issue. So when you're looking at this thing, you're looking through the door at this part right here. So what we talked about was the lock pawl. That's this part right here. So out in the key area, you have a 90-degree bracket that goes inside here. And when you twist the key, it locks the door. When you twist the key to unlock, it unlocks the door. You'll notice this side over here has a rod attach point. That goes up to your little door lock pop-up in the door. So when you lock it, it goes down. When you unlock it, it comes up. Same as with the key. If you have power door locks, your door lock actuator actually connects inside here in the center. So then, anytime the electrical actuation of the door locks does the same exact thing. Very simple. That's a basic overview of these things. Huge pain in the ass. I highly suggest buying new ones. But the first step is actually getting them out of the truck, right? So you got these 3 big Phillips screws and you're gonna wanna go in there with a screw gun. Don't do that. You're guaranteed to screw them up. I had to end up drilling this top one out myself, even following my procedure. So get yourself a big Phillips screwdriver that has the wrench part on it right there. Like that. So you've got some serious leverage to bust that free. You remember, it's been in there for 40 years. And it's got some heavy coarse threads and there's a bunch of crap inside your door. So you get that busted free with this setup right here. You're gonna be able to get this out and throw it away and buy a new one. So whether you're replacing parts in your door or completely replacing every component like us, there you have it.
I'm done.